if you've been feeling disconnected from people lately, like if you've been feeling set apart from everyone lately, this video is gonna help explain it. You know what I'm saying? This video will explain it actually. So stay to the end. For the ones who don't know me, my name is Cam. I'm from Atlanta. I do vlogs, reactions, and motivational videos just like these. You feel me? So if you clicked on the video, appreciate you. Hit that bell. Subscribe if you're a new channel, man. I swear this daily motivation has been helping my community of subscribers, and it will help you out. So if y'all seen the title, let's get straight into it. You know what I mean? Honestly, it's a shift. It's really just a shift. You know what I mean? Because this is why you're feeling, disconnected from everyone. You know what I mean? Because it's really an important shift, honestly. I know I use that word a lot, but to explain it, really it means that your priorities change, right? Your priorities are changing. You know what I mean? You're changing your priorities. Your mindset is going to be changing as well. You know what I mean? Things like this is important though, but this is also why you feel moved away from, a lot of people or everyone. You know what I mean? You might feel alone, or lonely in a sense. You feel me? So your tolerance for distractions changed. So your tolerance for distractions, it got to a limit, like a real small amount. You know what I mean? And that's great. You know what I mean? You have to do these things in order to see different things. You feel me? So I feel like I've definitely stepped into that lane. But if you're seeing this video, you know what I mean? That this video is for you if, you're feeling distracted from people in a way. You know what I mean? So I hope y'all getting it. So why does it feel lonely? Y'all just heard me say that, it feels lonely. So why does it feel lonely? You know what I mean? That shift is creating distance. So that shift is creating distance from you and other people. And it's just simple as that. Not because you're better than nobody, you know what I mean? People are gonna always have something to say. They're gonna be calling you this, they're gonna be calling you that. You're gonna be calling you bougie, they're gonna be calling you stuck up. You know what I mean? But it's because you're different now. You know what I'm saying? I talked about this in my last video on, you know what I mean? You not being lazy. It's just you are flipping your mindset. You know what I mean? And you're losing that attention from distractions. I got Zeke in here, so just remember that. But you are losing that attention from distractions. And it's a good thing, y'all. You feel me? It just means that you're a different person now. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? You can be a different person so far as just changing certain things that go on in your life. So please don't take that as a bad thing. You know what I mean? Always remember you and always come back to yourself. Once you're back to yourself, then you're gonna realize that, you know what I mean, you changing for the better, you know what I mean, it's for the better. People around you, they're gonna experience that and see that. But I'm explaining to y'all the things that you're gonna experience in this season or in this shift, right? So the distance isn't a loss. Don't ever think that the distance is a loss. You know what I'm saying? It's alignment. You feel me? I always talk about alignment. I always want y'all to stay on track with whatever y'all doing. So while y'all doing it, you know what I mean? Stay on track. You feel me? You feeling lonely because you're on track, fam. So that's good. You know what I mean? That is great. You feel me? God is guiding you. You know what I'm saying? And you took the brain knowledge to say, okay, I'm gonna change specific things right here in my life, and I want them to be this, And now you're on your way, man. You're on your path. You feel me? So if y'all watching this, I hope y'all are understanding, right? So you just don't relate the same way anymore. It's cool when you don't. When you ain't on what other people on, when you're not relating to what other people normally relate to, or you're not doing what everybody does, right? See, I'm doing a video, man. So that distance is a loss, is just alignment, okay? Okay? So my message to you is, if you feel alone right now, if you feel alone right now, twin, you're not being punished. Don't think it's a punishment. You know what I mean? Honestly, I feel like you shouldn't even look at that in a punishing way in general, because you made the decision to, go down this lonely road, to reach your goal, you know what I mean? Or to succeed in whatever you want to succeed in. You feel me? After that goal is complete, make another goal. You know what I'm saying? Make another goal. So you're being repositioned pretty much. You're repositioning like your answer or your end goal. And that repositioning might just be like the best decision that you ever made. I want y'all to understand that as well. The repositioning is like, okay, you are repositioning yourself to be in a better position in the future. A lot of people burn out and they spike that. They spike the you know what I mean? They spike the potential to get there. You know what I mean? Like, or they kill their momentum. You feel me? You don't never want to do that. You know what I mean? So I want to give y'all a little bit of encouragement and say, trust the space. Trust that situation that you're standing in. Trust that loneliness. You know what I mean? And trust into your path. Trust into your grind. You know what I mean? Because at the end goal, the end of that goal is gonna be superior, y'all. I'm telling you, it's literally the light at the end of the tunnel, man. So it's making room for the right people to come in your life and be around you. You probably thinking like, man, I'm just lonely. Like, this is like a lonely road, or like, I'm just feeling like all, by myself, or just distant from people in general. This moment in time, all that moment in that time is just getting the people who's supposed to be in your life ready to be in your life. You know what I mean? There's specific people, you know what I mean, that you got to be around to elevate. You always hear that. That's what I know on this social media, probably not just YouTube, but on social media, you always hear people say, you are who you're around. You know what I mean? That's very true. You feel me? So whatever lane you're in, if you're succeeding in that lane, that's going to put you around those people that's in the same bracket as you, doing the same things as you. There's so many lanes that people are in and just consist of and be in, and that's just how it goes, right? That's just how it goes. So not everyone can go where you're needed. You feel me? Not everybody can go where you're needed. So where you're deserving, the place that you're going towards, the place that you're, striving for, that goal that you're striving for, not everybody is meant to go there with you, twin. I mean, it's just that simple. You know what I mean? Trust God. Always keep God first, because he's going to give you the strength. He's going to give you the drive you need. It's that simple. You know what I mean? I sit here and I do YouTube videos, like, and motivate y'all, you know what I mean, to keep pushing on y'all passion. Like, I mean, a lot of people might look at it as like, oh, I'm sitting here and I'm just talking too much. But honestly, I feel like I'm really giving y'all like good sauce and just motivation, like pure motivation. Like, what's wrong with motivation at the end of the day? If it's daily, then I can keep you in the right headspace. You know what I mean? So I feel like that is definitely like essential, for the people who watch me like on a day-to-day, you know what I'm saying? Throughout my life, I'm definitely going to be helping y'all, you know what I mean? Because I have been kind of growing my community bit by bit, piece by piece, you know what I'm saying? And the ones who hear me out, they hear me out. You feel me? Whoever think that I'm sitting here and I'm just yapping and all that, whatever. I mean, I might be, but I'm talking about real things, real life. You get what I'm saying? This is real life. You feel me? Right now, it's 2026. What do you have going for yourself? You know what I mean? So you got to get on it, and you got to just start from where you're at. You know what I mean? Start from where you're at and just trust the process, trust in God. You know what I mean? First of all. And if you've been feeling like, you know, you've been distant from people, like if you've been feeling distant from people, this video was for you. And I just explained it to y'all in this whole entire video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope y'all know what I'm saying. I say that a lot, so I'm gonna work on saying it too much. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, it's more like, it's cool. It's a good journey. You know, it's getting ready to put the people needed in your life to be in your life. Okay, so if you watched the whole entire video, I know you understood the message. I know you understood the message. So at the end of the day, man, it's your boy Cam. I appreciate y'all for stepping out. And if you made it this far in the video, comment, it's us. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say random comments. I just want to know if you've been tapped in with me for the video. Man, I hope y'all liked. Subscribe, hit that bell. I hope my new subscribers subscribe. It's your boy Cam, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, man.